Welcome to our podcast, where today we are diving into the fascinating world of pair programming. If you've ever wondered how two programmers can effectively work together to create impressive code, you're in the right place. So let's start with the basics. Pair programming involves two roles: the driver and the navigator. The driver is the one actually typing the code, while the navigator observes, provides feedback, and thinks critically about the code being written. But here's the twist. They frequently switch roles to keep the energy flowing and ideas fresh. Now you might think, why not just let one person do all the typing and thinking? Well, here's an interesting point. This method allows both individuals to merge their skills, creating a synergy that often leads to better outcomes. It's like two heads are indeed better than one. A core principle here is maintaining a shared goal. Before diving into the code, partners should sync up and confirm their understanding of what they're trying to achieve. This alignment not only streamlines the coding process, but also fosters a sense of collaboration. Imagine if they didn't? Then instead of being a unified team, they might end up seeing each other as opponents. You didn't tell me, or why didn't you ask? That kind of mindset can derail the entire process. Let's talk about another common pitfall: falling into a teacher-student dynamic. If one partner assumes a teaching role while the other is just a passive learner, the output can become limited. Code can become stale when only one point of view is considered. Instead, both programmers should share their knowledge freely. After all, everyone has something valuable to contribute. Now, how do beginners or new joiners fit into this picture? It's crucial to recognize that new joiners might have less experience, which could create a temporary teacher-student dynamic. It's okay for a short while, but remember to encourage open questions. Asking questions is vital for learning. If a new joiner expresses confusion or hesitance to interrupt, it's important for seasoned members to invite those questions. This helps foster a more inclusive and supportive environment. Transitioning smoothly during pair programming is also essential. The mantra should be, keep the flow going. If one person gets stuck on a problem or has to step away, the other should continue working. This way, the momentum is not lost and productivity remains high. Another key point: think aloud. Communication is the lifeblood of effective pair programming. When you're thinking out loud, not only do you clarify your own thought process, but you might also spark new ideas in your partner. It's akin to verbal brainstorming, where a flow of ideas can lead to unexpected breakthroughs. And let's not forget the importance of pacing. Often, an experienced programmer might unintentionally race ahead, leaving the new joiner in the dust. Everyone needs to keep an eye on the shared pace, literally. Members should openly encourage one another to stop if they feel lost. A little adjustment in speed can work wonders for overall team dynamics. Now let's talk about some practical tips. In an ideal world, while pair programming, you'd want to swap roles every few minutes. There's even a neat practice called ping-pong programming, where one person writes a test, then they switch roles to make the test pass. It's a structured way to ensure both partners are engaged and learning from each other's strengths. Shifting gears, let's touch on the environment, both physical and digital. A collaborative space with accessible tools, like a whiteboard for sketching out ideas, can enhance communication significantly. Even in an online setting, using shared screens and visual aids can help replicate that intimate brainstorming vibe you'd have in a shared office. Before we wrap up, let's look at one last crucial aspect: breaks. Regular breaks are essential for maintaining high